Fox says, if we want to target entities, where on the page heading structure should they go? Meta, title, H1, H2? Yes. Moving on. No. Fox, what that means is yes, you should be using entity variants in all the main optimization elements of the page, which the main optimization elements of the page is starting with the URL. It's always the first touch point. How does any large language model or any search engine or any bot ever find a page? It's always through the URL, right? The URL is always the first touch point. So URL, then there's titles, which includes the SEO title and the page or post title. So the SEO title is the meta title. The page or post title is the H1, right? So now the main optimization elements is just where we want to try to use entities and use variants of the primary entity in the main optimization element, points, the main optimization points of the page, which again, URL, titles, headings, which are H2s, subheadings, which are H3s, 4s, 5s, etc., and then internal links and media. Those are the main optimization points or elements of a page. You want to use entity variants in all of those points, okay? And I've showed this dozens and dozens of times, but remember, if you're trying to identify what entity variants are, go look for the page in Wikipedia, click into the page, then click on anything that's in bolded text in the paragraph text is an entity variant with the main entity term, okay? Subheadings and headings and subheadings are not typically entity variants. In some cases, they can be, but the way that you can determine it is by clicking on Tools, What Links Here, Hide Transclusions, Hide Links, and click Go. Now, these are different terms that can be used interchangeably with this term. Does that make sense? So, you know, I'm just pointing it out because, like, here, I'll give you a better example. And I've talked about this before, but if we look at, like, repair, I love to use this one because I see people doing this kind of shit all the time. But repair equals maintenance, right? But maintenance equals a lot more than repair, right? Repair equals maintenance, but maintenance equals a lot more than repair. It says that right here. The technical meaning of maintenance involves checks or inspections, servicing, repairing, or replacing. So if you understand, maintenance is synonymous with inspection, service, repair, and replacement. You understand it's synonymous with all of those. So, like, you know, use the roofing example all the time because I see, you know, roofers all the time and SEOs that do work for roofers, where they'll have roof repair plus city, roof replacement plus city, roof cleaning plus city, roof inspection plus city, right? Roof installation plus city. Well, all of that falls under roof maintenance. Every one of those falls under roof maintenance. So you can have one page instead of 5 pages in that example there. So one page, roof maintenance plus city, actually has all the topic coverage for all those other terms that I just mentioned. Roof repair, roof replacement, roof inspection, roof cleaning, roof installation. All of those fall under roof maintenance. That's entity-based SEO. That is the difference. Keyword-based SEO is what I still see most SEOs doing, which is keyword times city for every keyword times every city. And it's a ton of redundancy and over-optimization and duplication, and it creates crawl resistance, and Google hates that shit right now. And so roof maintenance is the topic term that is all-inclusive of all of those other terms. And if you click on Tools, What Links Here, Hide Transclusions, Hide Links, and click Go. Look at all the entity variants that can be used interchangeably with this term here. So that's why when I do audits, I'm very, very thorough in my audits. And I show, let me give you an example. I'll just demonstrate this. Boom. This is the page. See, I got an audit in progress right now that I have to deliver. I've got to finish recording the video once I'm done with Hump Day Hangouts and deliver it. That's what all these tabs are open for. That's when I'm doing audits. I have all these tabs open because I'm going through an audits. But this is what I'm talking about, categories and topics. I show how Google business categories are created from Wikipedia topics or entities. And I link to every single one of them as I show how the Google business categories are created from Wikipedia entities, so that when I provide the audit document to the whoever purchased it from me, and I get into the page structure recommendations section of the audit where I specifically recommend all the stuff that I just described a moment ago, which are page structure recommendations, titles, headings, subheadings, internal links, all of that kind of stuff. Then I reference all of the entities that make up the Google business categories for that particular campaign and link to all of them here. So this is just the master doc that I keep so that I don't have to keep redoing this, recreating this every time I do an audit. Now I just copy and paste it. But this shows I link to those specifically so that people can, when they're auditing, or excuse me, when they're optimizing the site based upon the audit document, they can click through and very quickly identify the entity variants that they can use at the page level while they're optimizing. Like plumbers and drain surgeon are all synonymous with plumber. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I go through this process of breaking down these, uh, Google business categories into their components via Wikipedia topics or entity pages, specifically so that I can provide that first so that the client can understand that concept better. Number two, it's to provide them with the Wikipedia pages and easy. All they got to do is click through and then they can go identify entity variants to be using while they're re-optimizing or restructuring the site, right? Does that make sense? Hopefully that's clear. It's a good question, but the answer is all of the above. Where do you put them? All of the above, okay? Using variants.